Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions, let's do my monthly EX job tier list ranking. And what this is that these are units that were released in Global without EX jobs that now have EX jobs in JP. And so that's why you will not see Helena on this list, because she was released with EX jobs. But this is UR only, and I'm wondering if I want to make the MR and lower rarity list anymore. I can predict what I will say here. All of the tanks are great, and then everybody else will be great for Selection Quest. But we'll do the UR list here for now. Maybe I'll worry about the MR list later. But to talk about my tiers, no-brainers. These are the units that are the easiest recommendations. Basically, everybody that has these at 99 should take them to EX jobs. And then the rest, I separate them between 120 and 115, different tiers of 120 and 115. And that's kind of reliant on the job level 25 skill that they pick up, if that skill is worth the next 200 shards. And then also there's like more stats, there's the stat node. Some characters can work really well at 115, so that's why I have that tier. And then we go top, good, and niche. Basically, the higher up these characters are, the more easily I can recommend them to people. So that does not mean that the niche units are bad, it just means it's harder to recommend them. Fewer people maybe will be able to get good use out of them at EX jobs. Okay, but let's start from the top. We'll look at the no-brainers. We see Gilgamesh, Dwayne, and Superstern in here. I think I'm going to put all cost 100 units in no-brainer because they are excellent investments. I think Gilgamesh and Superstern have really shown that they were useful all the way up until they got EX jobs, and now they have a new life. I think a lot of people were disappointed in Superstern, the way that he was upgraded with EX jobs among Japanese players. But I'm perfectly happy with him. I thought he was already good enough that he just needed more stats in order to be competitive again, and he is that, so yeah. I think everybody can upgrade him to EX jobs with confidence. And then him being a dark slash unit, that just adds to his value, so yeah, he's up there. And then all of the other characters, we'll just leave where they are. Still don't have Omashiti and then Victora, the Christmas versions in Global. Hopefully they come soon. Okay, next we got top 120. These are some of the best recommendations, but not for everybody. Like for Jiza, for example, she is a great counter to like Megamon and stuff with her punching attacks, but if you already have a good counter to Megamon, you won't need her at 120 as much. But regular Stern, also a great dark slash unit. I used him once again for the current raid in JP. And especially if you have the Exorcist Vision card, he's really good. Rob 2, also great, especially if you have the Vision card. And then we're kind of skipping around here, but Sasaki on the left there. I'm a little surprised I put her at top 120 before. I'm going to take her down to good 120. Even though her EX jobs kind of raises her versatility, makes it so that she doesn't have to rely as much on resistance type equipment and vision cards and stuff. She's still not as easy to use as a lot of the other tanks that got EX jobs, so we'll bring her down. I still love her. Again, she's a dark slash unit, good with breaks, very rare knight main job, but not for everybody, I would say. And then we got Warrior of Light. Probably a lot of people are thinking about him in Global because he will get EX jobs soon. I think a lot of people are lukewarm on him, but I still think he's great. And then listening to people that have used both Warrior of Light and Megamon, they say that Warrior of Light is the tankier tank. He just has fewer like other things that he can do. Megamon's got the Berserk and all that, so he's very useful, but for tanking, Warrior of Light doesn't leave you hanging. Alright, next we are at top 115. Here we see Rain. I'm going to move him up to top 120. I've been using him at 120, and I'm fairly impressed with his job level 25 skill. It is a magic scaled slash attack, a little bit of range, a little bit of AoE. Pretty good damage for him actually, so he won't be able to lead a team, he'll be a secondary attacker, but I like that skill. And then for tanks, you kind of want as many stats as possible, so you can get them more survivable, so I'll put them up to top 120. Okay, then we got Christmas Vinita, we'll leave her there at 115. And then for Lizwell, let's bring him up to, kind of like how I upgrade all dark slash units, I want to upgrade ice slash units as well, because you can also put a team together of them and then go through raids pretty well. But along with tanks, also like your leading damage dealers, you want to get lots of stats on them, so I think taking him to 120 could be a good idea. Okay, next we have a good 120. Mediana, I think she's fine there, and then we got Kiton. For some players, Kiton is going to be no-brainer. She is one of the strongest characters in the game, I would say. But it depends on your account if you have worked enough on Evade and Drain Force. Those are both kind of demanding things to work on. But yeah, if you do have those things ready, she's really, really good. Okay, then we got Good 115, Vinita, Eride, and Christmas Ramada. I don't think there's any change to be done there. Niche 120, these are the units that maybe will have the fewest users. Again, with Ayaka, I say she's great at 89 or 99 if you need her for healing. If you take her to EX jobs, she gets like non-healing stuff. So if you only needed her for the healing, you wouldn't need to take her to EX jobs. Engelbert, I'm going to move him up to good 120. I think he is great. He's especially good against strike attackers, but he'll be good against most physical attackers. And he was great for my recent arena run. Really, really like him. Okay, then we got Orodoa, Eileen, and Yaruma. I think we'll leave them at niche 120. And then Omashiti, let's move her up to niche 120. Her job level 25 skill is a range attack, 100% hit, and I think it does become her best attack, so although she's not an attacker, and although she's not really a healer, to be able to upgrade that ability a little bit would make her better. She's not bad, she's not worthless, she's not unusable, but I can't recommend her to very many people. Okay, and then we have the unreleased units from this month. Victoria came out. I'm going to put her in good 120. I don't feel like, although I haven't tested her enough, I don't feel like her damage is quite enough to lead a team. You have to be very picky about the teams that you go against in PvP. She might be better as an attacker that is like paired with another attacker. But still, one of the best things about her is her charm, Limit Break, and her AI prioritizes that pretty well, so it's pretty useful. And then they've improved the AI for like who you attack with charm so that you don't disable it. And I think next week in JP they're going to release another patch to the charm AI, so it might become even better. And then her job level 25 skill, it's like a leap strike where she moves and attacks. That can get you into good position to use that charm limit break, so that could be good for her there. Okay, and then under unreleased we have Grasida. She'll be coming out next week in JP. We'll see where she ends up. Okay, I think that'll do it for this list. Every time it comes time to do one of these, I'm always surprised that a month has already passed. And then I like doing these because I'm usually upgrading characters. Just goes to show that characters are better, they play better than they look on paper, and goes to serve as evidence for my assertion that all characters are good. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.